Hello guys, my name is Javier Ceballos and today's day is August 12, 2023 and the class is Anatomy and Physiology Part 2, Biology 240. Today we're going to talk about the digestive system. The digestive system um, it involves some organs and the digestive system start with the mouth. Um, when people eat the food, the tooth in the mouth masticate that food, converting the food into small particles that, that goes into the esophagus. I'm gonna show some pictures here. Um, and I'm gonna point it out about some body parts. So the food start with the mouth and it goes down to the esophagus. The esophagus is a fibromuscular tube about 25 centimeters in long. It travels behind the trachea and the heart, and it passes to the diaphragm. The diaphragm is around this part. The diaphragm divides the thoracic cavity between in the abdomen cavity. So the esophagus goes through that and through the diaphragm and connects to the upper region of the stomach. And this is the esophagus right here, which is about 25 centimeters in diameter and connects to the upper part of the stomach, which the stomach is this part right here. And the stomach is a muscular G-shaped organ. And in the upper part is in the upper part of the abdomen, and the stomach receive all the food, and when the stomach receive all the food, it contracts, and when the stomach contracts, produces acids and enzymes that breaks down even the food in small pieces. That food passes to the small intestines, which they are here. These small intestines, also referred to as a small bowel, they is a tubular specialized tubular structure between the stomach and the large intestines. In the large intestine, all the colon that absorbs the nutrients um, from the food. As you can see here, the food start going down from the mouth and masticated, goes all the way down to the esophagus, which fall into the upper part of this, which esophagus connect to the upper part of the stomach, and the stomach connects down to the small intestines. Now the small intestines, which is this, is connects uh, to the colon, or which is also called the large intestines. Let me see you here the picture right over here. As you can see, the large intestines is connected to the small intestines, which this is large intestines, small intestines. So in the large intestines, or let's say colon, the colon is responsible for processing the indigestive food materials. So this is the colon, is ascending, transversal, and descending colon. I'm sorry, is ascending, transversal, and descending colon. So, as I said, the colon is responsible for processing and digestive food materials. After most of these nutrients are absorbed uh, in the small intestine. So the small intestine is mostly is responsible to absorb all the nutrients and enzymes that our body needs to survive or to give us energy. So as you can see here is ascending, transversal, and descending colon. The descending colon also connects to the rectum, which the rectum is this part right over here, which is the end at the large intestine, or let's say the colon. Um, so in this part, all the stool is held before. So all the stool, all the let's say the waste, um, the it comes from the food, it comes through the large intestine, and it gets collected here in the rectum. So when the rectum is ready to evacuate this waste or stool, it comes through the anus. As you can see, here is the anus, is the opening of the large intestine, which is after the rectum, but which is like 4 centimeters in diameter. So, in resume, so the food goes down to the esophagus. The esophagus connect to the stomach. So the stomach cannot release some acid or enzymes to dissolve the food, and then the food goes down into the small intestines, which are connected to the large intestine, also called the colon. The colon, it goes up, which is ascending colon, and transversal colon, and descending colon, which descending colon connects to the rectum and the anus. The anus is the opening of the body. So also in the digestive system, there are some organs. For example, the liver. The liver is like shaped like cone. The liver is a dark, let's say red, brownish organ. The weight's about, let's say, between 2 to 3 pounds, and mostly the function of the liver is to regulate the chemical levels at the blood, and excrete the bile. Uh, the liver produces a bile that helps to carry away the the waste and break down the fats in the small intestine during the digestion. So this is the liver right here, is a cone shape like, so reduces bile that helps into the digestion system to that helps into the digestion system. So right under the liver, we find out the gallbladder, which the gallbladder is this right here. It's a small pouch-like organ to store bile and helps to break down fatty foods. So as you can see here, this is the gallbladder. Also store the bile and helps into breaking down the fatty foods, the fatty foods. And also we find out the pancreas, which is right here under the stomach. Maybe I can give a closer look. This is the pancreas. The pancreas Maybe I can find a different picture. Let me find now. Here I can get a better picture of the pancreas. Give me 1 minute. Oh, here it is. This is the pancreas, right over here. The pancreas plays an essential role in converting the food we eat into fuel for our body, for the body cells. So the pancreas helps and gives the fuel to our body cells. The main two functions of the pancreas is the exocrine function. The exocrine function helps in the digestion, and endocrine function that regulate the body sugar. So the two main function of the pancreas is exocrine function that helps into the digestion, and endocrine function that regulate our body sugar. Let me go back again to show you all the body parts. Right here, this is a better picture. So esophagus, which is about 25 centimeters diameter from the mouth to the stomach. The esophagus is connected to the upper part of the stomach, which stomach is G-shape, that connects to the small intestines. These are the small intestines. The small intestine or small bowel that connects to the large intestine, which is also called the colon. The colon goes ascending, transverse colon, descending colon, which the descending colon is connects to the rectum. The rectum is where it stores all the stool or wasting material from the food, and the rectum is connected to the anus. The anus is the opening of our body where all the stool waste is going out, in of course into the toilet. Now that disease that I choose about it is about the, let me find here the picture, gastritis. Here are some pictures of the gastritis. As you can see here, gastritis is inflammation. Gastritis is an inflammation. Here I have three stomachs, and regular stomach, a stomach with gastritis, and a stomach with ulcers. So the gastritis is an inflammation or irritation of the lining of the stomach. So this is a regular stomach. As you can see that this is the erosion right here in the lining of the stomach or irritation. The can be caused by excessive, I would say, alcohol or certain medication like ibuprofen. Anti-inflammatory medication is one of them that cause irritation in the stomach. So those medication also will cause this kind of irritation, which cause, if you don't take care of that, it will cause gastritis. Also may be caused by bacteria. The most common bacteria that will cause this kind of gastritis, it's a common bacteria called H. pylori. Also, the bile reflux. The bile reflux is like acid that deteriorate and irritate the stomach. And of course, some of the infection of the stomach will cause this kind of irritation, which are called gastritis. If gastritis is left untreated, it can lead to severe problems, or even it can cause stomach cancers. Let me put you the pictures again. As you can see here, normal stomach with gastritis, and stomach with ulcers right there. Some of the symptoms that people with gastritis will have is some upset stomach, abdominal pain, bloating, burning sensation, and I would say hiccups, lost appetite, vomiting. Um, This is some symptoms people with gastritis. Mostly it will be like a funny sensation, and you're gonna feel like your stomach is always full. You feel like your stomach is huge, it's bloated. And some treatments to treat gastritis is about taking anti-acids medication or some proton inhibitors like H2 blockers. And of course, you have to reduce spicy foods. You have to eliminating some spicy foods or some foods that will irritate your stomach. Also, you have to avoid coffee and milk, lactose milk, that will damage your stomach. Some of the physical structures of gastritis and signs and symptoms associated with gastritis include the nausea, vomiting, pain on the upper part of the stomach, which is right here, and always you will have the sensation of fullness in the upper stomach. The anatomical structures, the membrane. This is the membrane of the stomach right here. Um, it protected from the acids and germs. With this protective layer is irritated or damaged, it can become inflated, long-lasting, or inflammation. Further damage stomach lining lead to some stomach ulcers or cancers. You can see here is the ulcers. If they become untreated, it can cause cancer. Well, this is all for today video, which is the digestive system, and my disease was the gastritis. As of course, if the gastritis is untreated, it will cause a lot of problems. Like one of those problems is ulcers and stomach cancers. The will isn't treated, will people will of course people die. This is all for this week. My name again is Javier Ceballos. Thank you. Have a great night.